Alright guys, Birmingham GT RCs here with some more upgrades for my Typhon V4. As you can see, got some parts on the table there. So first let's just quickly go through what I've done so far. As you can see, I've got Proline Badland buggy tyres on there. I've fitted T-Bone Racing front bumper and rear mudguards. Let's have a look. What else have I done? I've changed the diff fluids. I'm running 60 in the rear. I was running 100 in the front and I was running 100 in the middle. But when I changed the bearings, as you can see, I've also changed to Avid bearings all the way around, the Avid ceramic bearings. So I've fitted them all the way around. So when I changed the bearings in the diffs, I refilled the rear with 60 and I didn't empty the diffs out or anything like that. You know, whatever fluid was in there, I simply just topped it up with the 60. So it's probably like 70, 75, you know, so, you know, mixed with 100, mixed with a bit of 60. So it's around in between 60 and 100 somewhere in the front and rear. So we'll see how it goes anyway. You know, I did have thick diff fluids in there and it drives all right, you know, for road use and stuff, but off-road, thick diff fluids, it needs to move a little bit more, if that makes sense. You know, the diffs and everything, you know, it wants to slip and move a bit more. So I've just loosened it all up to see how it runs. And we'll get these parts fitted and we'll get it out and see how it goes, guys. So let's have a look under the hood at what else I've done to it. Right, so as you can see, I've changed the servo mount. And I've fitted a GPM servo mount. I've fitted a GPM centre braces front and rear. Hobby wing fan. What else have I done to this? It's got a 22 tooth pinion in there at the moment. I've just brought a 23 tooth and a 24 tooth, so I'm going to see what size we can fit. Maybe I had to get a 24 in here, so we'll see what the biggest pinion size we can go up to with stock spur gear, which is a 50 tooth. So we'll see what size we can get up to on that. I've fitted a wheelie bar on the rear. It's an Arrma wheelie bar. What else have I done to this? Apart from that, guys, I think, yeah, that's it. That's everything I've done so far to this buggy. So I'm still trying to keep it quite stock, you know, not make too much drastic changes. So what have I got on the table now? So I've got some RPM rear skid plate. So I've got an RPM rear skid plate there, and I've got some RPM wing mounts. So they should be a bit better than the stock, give me a bit of flex and not break. So I'll fit them on the rear. And then we've got these fast tracks. That's the part number. Rear hub carriers. But let's get all this out the packaging so you can have a closer look. And yes, it is a GPM rear hub carriers. I've got some GPM front hubs. These little steering knuckle things here. And I'm not sure about this. I saw it. I thought I'll give it a go, see what it's all about. It's an actual servo saver, which goes directly onto your servo. And you can see it's got many mounting holes for the steering and so forth. So I know this has a servo saver, but it's not adjustable. But I'm not sure if this is adjustable either. But I'm guessing maybe having two servo savers on there can't be that bad. I mean, if this is firm enough and it doesn't cause any play, but obviously when needed in a hard impact, it's going to flex. It's what you want, guys. So I'm going to give that a go as well. I believe it is a GPM servo saver. And I've got some GPM wheel extensions. 16mm wheel extensions these are. Let's see if we can see that in there. Sorry, not 16, 13mm. My bad, 13mm wheel extensions. So we'll get them on as well and see how the buggy looks with a slightly wider stance. But let's get all this out of the packaging so we can have a closer look. Okay, everything's out the pack. So my RPM rear skid plate, as you can see, that's what comes in the packet. And it comes with a little sticker, which is cool. And it comes with the bolts. And same with the RPM rear wing mounts, comes with little stickers. So that's cool. Can stick them on the car somewhere. And as you know, they're plastic, as you know, RPM parts. And then these GRP parts are aluminium, same like as the rest of the aluminium GRP parts. These are a black aluminium, and you hear there. And they've got these nice little touches of like rubber rings, seals in there. So I'm hoping that, and I'm guessing that that's going to snug the bearings in a lot better and take up a little bit of the slack. Same in there. And they feel quite decent, sturdy, so you know they shouldn't break anytime soon. I mean, I'm not doing no skyrocketing jumps with this, so you know. And that again, as you can hear, is an aluminium 25 tooth, so it'll fit straight onto that servo. And it comes with a nice little link and some screws and so forth, all in there. And same with the front, as you can hear. But these, as you know, with the Typhons, they got the red little knuckles on. These come with the white plastic inserts. So I know the Typhon has got red ones of these, which are like an aluminium. So I'm going to see if I can actually fit the Typhon ones in. If not, I'll go with the plastics. But if I can fit the Typhon ones in and they go in perfectly fine, I'll put them in. And then we've got the wheel extensions. GRP wheel extensions. Although they don't say GRP on the in the description, they are GRP wheel extensions. You can see the same fast track GRP. And these are 13mm. Oops, sorry about the focus and the light. There you go. These are 13mm. So that should give me a little bit more length on my wheels. Great for high speed runs and stability and handling. Not too wide, but wide enough. I like to add that little bit extra on the width. So yeah guys, I'm going to get all this fitted up now and then get back to you when it's all done and let you know what problems I may have come across or anything like that. Let you know how the whole process went, guys. Let's let you have a quick look at some of these part numbers. Let's get this up here like this so you can see. You guys might want to just pause the video and check out these part numbers. Rear wing mounts, skid plate, rear hubs, servo saver, front hubs, extensions, wheel extensions, hexes, 17mm hexes they are as well, keeping them 17. Okay, so fitting up these knuckles, and just to let you know, it is the normal size bearings. As you can see, I've just swapped over the Avid bearings, and I'm using, as you can see, the plastic one in the bottom, and I've got the, well actually that's the bottom, it's the right hub. The plastic does fit very, very snug. The difference being the Arrma ones are quite small. They have that little plastic, as you can see, it's like a cup shape on that side, and then it has that bit which that bit sits in, kind of centralize it in the shaft, so that kind of just fits in there. And you can see the rubber seal is right there on the end, and with these it's all in one piece, so you can see the round cup and the rubber seals in the middle. I'm not sure if I can roll that along. Probably can to get it on a bit further. I'm not really sure. Might try and do that, see if it snugs in a bit more. So as you can see, that's the only difference, but yes, it does fit. So I'll give these a go. If it loosens itself up or if it moves, then I'll just go with the plastic. It's not an issue, but I would prefer to use these. It looks nicer as well. But that's just a little update there for you guys. If you're buying these GRP hubs and you're wondering about sizes or anything like that and what'll fit and what won't fit, it all fits, guys. Straight swap over. And of course, as you know, this part is built in all in one piece, whereas with the Arrma, as you can see, it's a separate piece, so you leave that attached to the old hub as you've got it solid fixed to that one. So we see how it all goes. And of course, that's got one mounting hole and that's got three, so you've got a little bit more room for play and movement. Okay guys, so yep, with the hubs, the hubs are actually wider than the stock hubs. If I get them side by side, so you can see how much more wider. So fitting these hubs, these GPM hubs, you can see you're actually extending the wheels. Sorry, light, it just went down there. My battery's on 15%, so it turned the light off. But yes guys, so if you're fitting these hubs, as you can see, it extends the wheels. Didn't notice that until now, till fitting them, but yeah, they extend the wheels. So of course, what that means is, if I find it, this is the rear, to go with the rear. Now normally, if I get that in there one-handed, normally when you know, it comes through your bearings and you'll have that little bit, you'll have your hole you put through, that's fine. But obviously, when you try to do the same, let me just get this in here, guys, give us 1 sec, there you go. With extended bearings, as you can see, sits in there lovely, fits through, but as you can see, don't go all the way through, guys, so you can't put the pin in or anything like that. So I have just ordered them, but you'll need to order a set of the rear little cup. Sorry about the focus, guys. It's a set of the rear, so you need 2 of them for the rear. I ordered a set of them, and you'll need the longer ones of these. You can actually just buy this on its own, which I've done. You don't need longer arms, the actual dog bone arms for the CVD. You just need the ends longer. And I'm not 100% on the length that I need, because I saw there was about 2 or 3 different lengths. I worked it out basically by putting it through, seeing how short it was and working out how much should be sticking through. And basically, I mean, the stock is 33.5 in the book. I typed that into my local hobby store where I bought the rest of the parts from, Wheel Spin Motors. Wheel Spin models, I think. But I typed in the code, you know, in the book, in your actual Arrma book. I typed in the code and it says 33.5, and the ones I ordered are 44.5. So basically I ordered 10 mil longer, if that makes sense. I'm just going to go with that, see if it's the right length. If not, I'll change it for the smaller size, but I think that's about right. I think you need to get that 10 mil longer length if you want to use these GRPs, because I believe that's like 10 mil longer. So yeah guys, I'm stuck at the moment with fitting my hubs. As you can see, I'm going with the Arrma inserts there into them. See how it works. We'll see if it stays in one place or if it moves. I will scratch a little mark on it just to, you know, and then so I can keep an eye on if it's moving or not. And yeah, so I've got them on order. They've got some in stock and they haven't got the rears in stock, so they'll come into stock tomorrow. So I'm just going to stick this on hold till tomorrow and then carry on, because I don't want to strip too much of the car down and have it all hanging apart, changing parts here and there. I just want to, you know, try keep, because as you can see, my table's quite full, not a lot of space to work with in my room. So yeah, I don't want to have too much parts out all over the place and get screws mixed up and stuff. At the moment, it's still controlled chaos. So stay tuned, guys. I'll be back. Okay, so as you can see, with these knuckles, you need the longer axles. There's your CVD, and you can see where the hole is. Because these are actually longer, as you can see, they're that much longer on them. And on the rear, they're that much longer. As you can see, if I put them side by side, you can see that's quite thin. So you need the longer ones because the holes need to be set further in, as you can see. So that's what I've done there. I'll knock the pins out, swap them over, fit them up, and then you can see the length as well. Instead of fitting them back on, I'll be fitting these back on, and you can see where the hole is. So where the hole is there, it'll be there, so you can see how much longer as well I'm adding to it. So these are widening it, and they're widening the car as well. So yeah, we'll see how that looks, guys. Sorry about the focus there. We'll see how it all looks. We'll get it all together. Okay, just giving you guys a look at the rear hubs fitted. On this side, stock, so you can see how wide it is stock. And then on this side, I've got my GPM rear hub and the 13mm extension on. So you can now see how further out the wheel is on that side compared to stock on that side. Everything went together beautifully, no problems. I'll get the rest done and we'll have a look at it finished. Okay, and there's the part numbers for your CVD. For the fronts, that's the one you want. 8 times 44.5. You get 2 in a pack, and you get 2 in a pack of the rear axles. 8 times 45mm. And that allows you to work with your, I'm sure hot racing will be the same, and your GPM. That's what you'll need to get, guys. And they're the part numbers there for you. With my Typhon V4 6S. And I'm sure some of you have noticed, yeah, it looks just a little bit different than stock. Been upgrading again, as you all know. So yeah, I'm liking the outcome, guys. Man, this thing is just looking just like an animal. So Avid bearings all around. You can see the yellow shining there. Avid bearings all round, diffs, the lot. So I've got the ceramic bearings in, as you can see. GPM hubs front and rear. T-Bone Racing mud guards in the rear as well. T-Bone Racing front. Sweet belted tires. 13mm length adapters, 17mm hexes, the usual. These hubs as well extend the wheels about 5 or 6mm or something like that, and then I've got the adapters on top of that, so I've probably overall extended the buggy almost around 20mm, as you can see there. And they are actually slightly longer as well, the extensions, and they actually fit a lot better. There's a lot of options for the holes, but you definitely have to buy the longer axles and stuff. So yeah, that went together real nice. Same in the rear. GPM. Arrma wheelie bar. And as you can see right there, I got an RPM suspension mount, which is actually longer than the standard stock, which comes a bit lower down. This is actually slightly longer up, further back, but it fits well with the buggy with the wider wheels, so there's, you know, everything's kind of pushed outwards. So yeah, balances everything out real nice. I like it. And then back again on the inside, as you can see, everything else in there GPM, servo mounts, braces, hobby wing fan. Oh, sorry about the squeaking, guys. Bit of WD-40 needed on there. As you can see, there's a bit of dust in there because I've been running it just before I've done these upgrades. So now I'm going to take it out and see how it runs with these new upgrades. Let's just throw the body on for you. You have a look at that. And there you have it. Looking nice, looking nice, looking nice, looking real nice. I'm liking it, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Let's drop it down on the table so you can have a look. There you go. Looking real ready, guys. And over here, as you can see, I haven't fitted in the servo saver yet. I just want to give it a run as it is first, see how it feels, and then put the servo saver in and see if it feels better or worse. It's got a nice wide stance now. Looking real nice, guys. I like it. Let me know what you think, man. Let me know what you think. I mean, that's pretty low there, guys. I mean, I've got to mess around with my shocks because I've added a bit more weight, so it's dropping the car low. Oh, and just before we shoot off, I'll get it up on its side. Front and rear, all protected. Skid plate in the rear, and a front bumper skid plate in the front. The front is T-bone, and the rear is RPM. You can see there, RPM, but the front is T-bone. So I mean, I've still got all the travel in there. I was using it a little bit off-road, so I've got to sort out my ride height and everything. So I'm not going to take it for any high-speed runs with this much travel. So I'll get all that sorted. And yeah, I'll give you guys a running video. Okay, so this is my last little touches for my upgrade for a little while. I've got some pinions here, guys. Get a focus on that, as you can see. Got a hardened steel pinion there. Don't know if you can see the name on that. Something Racing, what does that say there? Arrma Racing, 23 tooth, mod 1. And we got a mod 1, but it says Traxxas, but still it's a mod 1 5mm bore. And this is a 24 tooth, guys. There you go, 24 tooth. So we got a 24 tooth and a 23 tooth, guys. We're gonna fit these up. We're gonna go straight in with the 24 and see how we get on with that, if we can fit that. If not, we'll put the 23 on. So yeah, once I've done that, I'm gonna take it out and see how it gets on going down the road. I haven't made another little change to it, so I don't know if anyone's noticed yet, but I'll talk about that in a sec. Okay, so I fitted the pinion, guys. I've put a 24 tooth in there. It's the maximum size you can fit in here, guys. I don't think you'll get a 25 tooth in here. The 24 tooth is pushing this screw right up against the edge, and it just leaves me enough room to get a good mesh, but it can't go any further. This is like as far away as it'll go. I actually doubled up the paper to put in the gap just to get it to clear enough, so when I tighten it up it's got enough clearance. So we're running a 24 tooth with a 52 spur, guys. So yeah, we're going to get it out now. You can see it's all set up for a high speed run. We're going to see how it does on a high speed run with these T-bone bumpers on the front, with these mud guards and with the longer wing mounts and everything. And earlier I was saying there's some other stuff I've done. I trimmed the wing mounts, these little flaps. I trimmed them ones off, and I've trimmed the back end off as well, guys. So it used to go right across the back like that, but I've actually trimmed it down lower so there's less drag. So I've trimmed that down just to take away a bit of the drag. So we'll see what happens. We'll take it for a high speed run. We'll see if it lifts because of that. It's not too low, there's still a bit of room in there. So we'll see what happens. If we're getting lift or a lot of drag, or it seems unstable, then I'll remove all the T-bone bumpers and stuff just for the high speed run. But you know, I want to be able to just leave them on and run the buggy at whatever speeds and stuff, and it just does it all, do you know what I mean, without having to keep making any changes. So we'll see how we get on. And you see I've got another spare set of sweet wheels here. These ones are just the normal GT 45 degrees, where these ones are a EXP GT 45 degree. Don't ask me, guys, about what all that means. Maybe it's extra soft compound, better compound, but these are like a little bit more. They was like £20 for a pair, these are 25, so I'm assuming the rubber's a bit better. So I've got them there as well. Let's get the top on and let you have a look. There you go, guys, the top on. It's got its new stance, looking wider, the longer spoiler, T-bone racing bumpers and mud guards. Give you a quick look underneath. Skid plates, it's all there, it's all going on. See wear and tear. I will say I've had no broken parts on this car from anything from the original, or the parts that I've upgraded. No breakages yet. I've had a few tumbles, but nothing's broke. And that's how it's looking, guys. There you go. Looking real nice. See if I can give you a little look at the ride height. Just a tiny touch higher at the rear. But yeah, man, it's looking nice, guys, man. I'm liking it. I'm liking the setup. These GPM knuckles, Avid bearings, got it all going on there. Extensions, 13mm extensions, and along with these knuckles extending front and rear alone, the knuckles extend a little bit, like another 6 or 7mm, plus then I've added another 13mm, so nearly 20mm in length added to each side. What else is going on? You've seen everything else going on, guys, inside. Just fitted the 24 tooth, so that's it now. Let's take it out, get the GPS, batteries, controller, get it all charged up, and let's go and see what this can do now on 4S and 6S.